Hey there, friend. Have you ever stopped and thought that everything that you have run and hid from in 2020 is still alive and well in 2021? Well, let me pour you an espresso shot, a short, robust conversation. The title of this conversation is Hide and Seek. And I got that title from sitting back and thinking about my own life and my coping mechanisms. When I decide that I'm finished with something, I will run and hide. I will go in the house, lock the door, and throw away the key. And that's just the way that I dealt with things. And the other day I was sitting back and thinking about 2020 and my journey. And I thought about how everything that I left behind me still exists and how I need to face these things head on. Welcome to Espresso Shots, short, robust conversations. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope the new year has found you with clear perspective. So as I said in the intro, I've been really thinking about how I cope with things. And yesterday was Sunday and I went to church. And as I walked into the sanctuary, it all came rushing back to me. Everything that I was walking through in 2020 came rushing back to me in that moment. And I realized that I hide from things, that I run from things. And even though what I may have experienced or whatever I have seen was the truth, there's still a way to process it. And it's kind of like in the moment you feel like you're in a burning fire and you're running to escape the flames. But really the fire is only in your mind. Even if there is a proposed threat or you are uncomfortable, there's still a way that you address things and you process them. And so because of my absence, it really hindered my growth. And so it's kind of like when there's a wound and you keep it covered and you don't let it get air, it doesn't get better. Or it slows down the healing process. And so I felt as if I had slowed down the healing process because I got so comfortable away from those things that made me afraid. I got so comfortable of being away from those things that I feared the most that when I was faced with them again, I could not handle it. And so that's why it's easy for me to run. And so I want you to ask yourself today, how are you running away from things? Are you stopping and addressing those things face on? Are you unpacking them? And I love the saying unpack because when you unpack a box or you unpack a suitcase, you really shouldn't just dump it. But if you dump it, it's all out and now you can see what's there. But you're still going to have to rummage through it. You're still going to have to identify what's there and categorize them and put them in their rightful place. And so today I ask you to do that. I ask you to unpack whatever you ran from in 2020. Here in 2021, I ask you to unpack it. And some of those things you may have to toss away. Some of those things you may give away. Some of those things you may realize that you couldn't fit in 2020, but now they fit so well in 2021. Let's do an assessment of how we deal with life. And let's not be afraid, but let's address things head on.